This is simply what you want from a Singapore lunch. It's served up by a family, it's fast, it's low cost, and most importantly, it's delicious. They're lined up all day to get this food. It's Singapore, and I have the place to take you if you want delicious food, good prices, and plenty of selection. It's Chinatown. We're here at the Chinatown Complex Food Centre with around 260 food stalls, people selling food, hawkers, delicious stuff that we're gonna get in there and enjoy. Bam, right away, you can smell all the aromas. You're overloaded with the sights and the sounds of this hawker complex. Look at all the stalls. Now it's divided up in red, green, blue, and yellow sections. Section number 2, number 1, number 3, number 4. All the stalls are numbered there, and you just walk around and you find the places that look good. You find the people that are lined up at the stalls, and that stall is probably a good one. Keep in mind, in Singapore, there's a mix of Indian, Chinese, Malay, and Euro food culture. Stall after goodness after food. Can I get the prawn steamed rice roll? Look at that right there. What is this? Well, this is hand-milled rice noodles. So soft and delicate. They come in pork. You can get them plain. I got mine with prawns, mix in a bit of chili sauce. They're made by Chef Luang, and you can see him back there preparing them, rolling them out, chopping them, putting the ingredients in. He was an ex-Raffles Hotel chef. Began this stall in about 2021. Used to make dim sum for the hotel. Now he's here, and honestly, he's making greatness. If this is your first time in the Chinatown complex, this would be a safe bet for you. It's really just light on the stomach. The price on this was $4.50 Singapore, so it's around about $3 US. Sometimes you just gotta give up on the chopsticks and use the spoon. Get all this greatness in. And afterwards, you always need to remember to return your trays, just like your high school lunch. Now, what are hawkers? It's a Singaporean thing. Basically, they were street food sellers back in the days, selling food to the workers. There we are right there. Selling food to the workers, but the city was concerned about their sanitary conditions and wanted to give them a central place to serve food. So these hawker centers began, and now they're a popular place. It's a great way when you're in Singapore to support the community. It's delicious food, and it's also low cost food as well. Keep in mind, if you come here, there are certain hours for lunch. They wrap up at around about 2:30 p.m. And then some of the centers, some of the hawkers also open at night for dinner as well. Look at these, I had these the other day. They're the rice balls filled with sweet ingredients like sesame seeds, and then they're in this soup here, a peanut soup, an almond milk soup. It is delicious. And we may get down to that later, but right now we're transferring from the red section over to the green section. This is it here, stall number 84, Fatty Ox Hong Kong Kitchen. This place, for example, is open from 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And you gotta get here early because the beef brisket, well, that's popular and they usually sell out of it. Right on the other side, they have the roastery there where they're roasting up all this stuff. Also down on the street, they have a second store that their son opened up. They're originally from Hong Kong. This is one of their specialty dishes and it's quite famous. The husband just brought over these meat rolls. What a cute little operation here. It's a family-run business, and you can tell all the attention and care they put into each dish they're making. And just as I warned, you gotta get here early because the beef brisket is already sold out, so I went with the duck instead. Yeah, he's laughing at me. Also, he recommended if you're here, have the dumplings. You gotta get into it. Mix in the chili sauce. We have this springy style Hong Kong egg noodles. It tastes so good. Roasted right here, nice charred skin. The meat is tender inside. This is simply what you want from a Singapore lunch. It's served up by a family. It's fast. It's low cost, and most importantly, it's delicious. They're lined up all day to get this food. The price is $5. It also comes with this little side of soup, perfect to wash the noodles down with. Simple noodles. We saw her prepare them in a matter of minutes, throwing them in the boiling water, chop up the duck. Look at that right there. Get the beef in with the noodles. So tender. The The duck meat is just basically falling off that little bone right there. This is so, so delicious. The Chinatown Complex. You could really plan your whole Singapore trip around this place here, around coming here. This should be your first stop. Look at this crazy long line here. This is Hawker Chan in the Michelin Guide. Used to have a Michelin star, but I don't think he has a Michelin star anymore, but that's not where we're heading today. We're heading to this place here for some dumplings. And it also has a long line out over this way. Isn't that one of the great things about a food market? Fresh ingredients everywhere. Eggs, some green onions, xiao gao la men. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And they have the steamed fresh dumplings, the xiao long bao. These hawkers are from northern China. It's a northern Chinese type food that they brought here to Singapore. Look at them go right in there. That was a slow process, but just watching them make the dumplings, putting in all the filling, steaming them, the whole process that came together, the family operation, and you get to see it all right in front of you. I ordered 10, it cost $6.50 Singapore dollars, and look at this, pork leeks inside. Let's see if I can sacrifice one so I can show you what's on the inside. The broth comes out, there we have inside the pork wrapped inside with the leek, inside this pastry, so thin, so delicate, holding the juice. Gotten great reviews. It was recently given a Michelin Plate award. And most of the hawker stalls are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, so plan your visit around those days. Now we're on to the second level of this dumpling magic. A little bit of advice: when you come here, bring some hand sanitizer, bring also your own tissues. There are people going around selling tissues and wet wipes if you need them. The stalls don't hand out napkins or tissues, so you need to bring your own, or you're gonna need to buy them from some of the local sellers. It's so good. You know what we need now? We need some 1950s coffee. Thank you, Shishi. Wow, look at this place. It is on the Michelin Guide. You can go for the classic hot coffee, but it is sweltering hot here in Singapore like it is every day. I'm sweating. So I went with iced, and be warned, if you get milk, it's condensed milk, so it's sweet milk. This is the perfect pick-me-up. No frills coffee from a classic Singapore place. I paid $1.70 Singapore dollars for this goodness right here. Okay, I saw this place earlier, I couldn't resist. This is the peanut butter soup. I had it the other day in the Golden Mile Hawker Center, but I didn't get the peanut soup. Can I have 3-piece sesame with peanut soup? After all those plates of food, this is the perfect dessert right here. Rice ball filled with sweet sesame. And then we have this peanut soup right here. Soak that in the hot soup. The peanuts are soft, they dissolve. This is one of those Southeast Asia must-tries. Look at this sweet science and chemistry and physics. This rice ball holding the sweet sesame together, making for just a delicious treat. Dipped into some of the peanut soup, and you polish it off by drinking the peanut soup. There you go. It should definitely be on your list, the Ao Balling peanut soup. Please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and a super thanks. Well, if you want to support me making all the content, that's much appreciated. If you haven't yet subscribed, click that subscribe button down below so you're not missing out on any future videos. And in this little corner, you're gonna find one of the best hawker markets in town, and one of the best things for you to do when you're here in Singapore.